Not obviously, however, this is the internet. I'm never going to say no one can hack into anything. Generally speaking, our assumption is that if it is digital, someone out there in the world can probably figure out a way to hack it. At the least the NSA or someone like that can probably hack it. So a typical medical visit is probably not at a high danger of that going on. There's too many of them happening. There's just the amount of kind of work required to get in would probably be beyond the capacity of just the average person that is just trying to mess around. It would need to be somebody that's probably highly skilled and highly knowledgeable and really wants to know that specific information and is targeting you or that specific entity or something along those lines. The general rule I think that's safe to observe is that if it is digital and transmissible, somebody probably can get it if they have enough skill and knowledge. Whether they care enough to actually bother to get it is a different question. It just depends on what your specific healthcare provider has set up. Many services, including ours, you could schedule online if you wanted to do that. You could call an office and set it up. If you're in a hospital, they'll just kind of bring the doctor to you at whatever time it is the doctor is seeing patients. So it's not particularly difficult. You should be able to schedule it in much the same way you'd schedule any other type of appointment with your doctor. So there's two ways to do that. So first of all the usual HIPAA regulations still apply to telemedicine, meaning your doctor on their side or any healthcare provider should be taking precautions to make sure that your information is not being compromised as you're delivering it. In other words, if I'm going to see a patient via telemedicine, I'm sitting in a room that's separate from other areas of whatever building it is I'm sitting in. I'm trying to take precautions that I'm not doing this in a public area. I'm not just and if I'm listening to you talk, I've got headphones on, so only I'm hearing what you're saying. My screen is angled in such a way that really only I'm seeing what it is that there is to see, so only I can see who you are and see what your identity actually is. Those are just basic precautions which every healthcare provider doing telemedicine should be observing on their end. If you're not sure that they're doing that, my first suggestion would be that you probably just don't continue with the call, or you ask them to show you the surrounding area so that you can confirm, yeah, this area really is secure. From other people coming around that might compromise that. On your side, really it's the same idea. Observe similar precautions. Try to see the doctor from an area that's more private. Try to make sure that if you're talking, you're in an area where you're not going to be overheard if you're worried about that, things like that.